Hey everyone, I've been running my off-grid setup for a while now, and I've tried a few cheap batteries that just couldn't keep up. They'd lose capacity after a few months, the inverter would overheat, and forget about any kind of monitoring. It was like flying blind. So when I got my hands on this 48V 100Ah LiFePO4 battery pack with the built-in 6200W inverter, I finally felt like I had something that could actually handle daily use without cutting corners. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the capacity is serious. Each battery is 48V 100Ah, so that's 4.8 kWh per unit, and since it's a 2-pack system, you're looking at over 10 kWh total. I've got my fridge, a few lights, my laptop, and even a small power tool running off it without breaking a sweat. The inverter is built right in, so you're not dealing with extra cables or adapters, just plug in your appliances and go. I've had it power my 1500W space heater for over an hour straight, which is more than enough for a chilly morning before the sun's up. What really sold me was the charging speed. Most batteries in this range take forever to top off, but this one does 2-hour fast charging when you pair it with a compatible charger. I've got a 48V 20A charger, and it fills both batteries from empty in just over 2 hours. That's a game changer if you're relying on solar and the weather's been cloudy for days. Plus, it supports 5-hour slow charging if you want to be gentler on the cells long term. Safety is another big win. LiFePO4 chemistry is already stable, but this one has closed-loop communication between the battery and inverter, plus RS232, RS485, and even Wi-Fi monitoring. I can check voltage, temperature, and charge status from my phone, no more guessing if something's wrong. The BMS is built in too, so it handles balancing the cells automatically and shuts everything down if it detects an issue. I've had it running for months without any hiccups, and the cells are still holding strong. The build quality feels solid too. The casing is aluminum, so it dissipates heat well, and the whole unit is IP65 rated, which means it can handle a little rain or dust if you're using it outdoors. I've got mine set up in my garage, but I've seen people mount these on RVs or even in sheds without issues. The inverter is pure sine wave, so it's safe for sensitive electronics like my laptop and phone chargers, no weird buzzing or flickering. One thing I appreciate is the long-term support. The manufacturer offers a solid warranty, and their customer service has been responsive whenever I've had questions. That's not always the case with cheaper brands, where you're left troubleshooting on your own forums. Now, it's not perfect. The weight is noticeable, each battery is around 120 pounds, so moving them around isn't a one-person job. If you're planning to install this in a tight space, make sure you've got help or a good dolly. Also, while the Wi-Fi monitoring is handy, the app can be a little finicky sometimes. It works most of the time, but don't expect it to be as polished as a commercial energy monitor. All in all, this setup has been a huge upgrade from the cheap alternatives I started with. It's reliable, fast charging, and the monitoring gives me peace of mind. If you're serious about off-grid living or just want a dependable home backup, this is the kind of gear that actually holds up over time. Check it out using the link below if you're curious. For most buyers, the real question is not whether 48V 100Ah LiFePO4 battery, 2-pack, AC 6200W inverter output, RS232/BMS/RS485 and Wi-Fi monitoring, 2 hours per 5 hours fast charging, 10240WH energy storage system for home backup. Off-grid living sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like high-capacity home backup and closed-loop communication battery actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like 48V 100Ah LiFePO4 battery, 2-pack, AC 6200W inverter output, RS232/BMS/RS485 and Wi-Fi monitoring, 2 hours per 5 hours fast charging, 10240WH energy storage system for home backup. Off-grid living usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.